Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Lilbumblebear's Let's Play. I'm Kristen, and I'm here with another Blaster game. This is Reading Blaster, ages 5 to 7. Now these characters are the more updated characters in the Blaster series. They don't look like the original ones from the 90s. And instead of being made by Davidson, these were made by Knowledge Adventures, the makers of Jumpstart. There's even some Jumpstart crossovers. So yes, really nice to see the newer characters. Give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Which version did you prefer? Did you like the older character designs or the newer ones? I'm very biased to the 90s ones, but these are very fun too. So yeah, let me know. And of course, subscribe for more nostalgic gaming. Check out the playlist in the description box to see the other Blaster games on my channel. I have a Twitter and Instagram you can follow, and a Discord server with a wonderful community. Shout out to everyone in the Discord. If you're watching this video, I want you guys to know I love and appreciate you all, and welcome to the new members that join us every day. Alright, let's get started. Please enjoy.
What would you do if your best friend were an alien? What would you do if she gave you the best toy in the world? A spacesuit that makes you strong, lets you fly, so you can be a superhero. You just have to learn how it works. Ooh, what would you do if your best friend were an earthling? What would you do if he helped you build your own robot? Together you can save the world using your brain and not just your brawn. You'll be superheroes. You just have to jump through the door. B-B-B-L, B-B-B-L-A-S-T-E-R. B-B-B-L, B-B-B-L-A-S-T-E-R. Blaster!
Once upon a time, long, long ago and far, far away, children began to lose things each and every day. At first, it was only stickers and socks, and no one seemed to miss the matching set of building blocks. The balloons and dolls and crayons and trains are all on a planet where they will remain until someone helps them get home again. Blaster, GC, and Mel heard the call to bring all the toys home, both giant and small. Can you be smart and clever and strong and help them send the lost things back where they belong?
Macrocosmic, Mel! Look at this place! GC, let's send this stuff back!
Hold your jetpack, Blaster. My databanks indicate the lost and found is locked.
We've got to get all 5 keys first, and that's where you come in.
Right! Only you can get the 5 keys by winning 5 reading games. So let's make some Galaxy kids happy. Pick a game and read on!
Lost your marbles. Totally centripetal. Look at all the lost marbles. Roll over the ones that match the category to make your marble snake longer. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move your snake around.
Find all of the number words. Eight.
As they say on Earth, way to use your marble. Try to add all 8 marbles to your snake.
5. Doll. Rice. 3. One. 4. Dirt. 2. 7.
Cool! Here we go! color! Okay, roll over as many bonus point marbles as you can. But watch out! You'll get quite a shock if you run into yourself. Marvelous! That special marble makes your snake shorter but keeps your score high. Over. Let's play again.
Find all of the color words. Red,
Your snake is growing longer.
yellow, hand. Water, brown.
Fantastic! You're doing marvelous.
Orange, green. Blue. Mouse. Water. Hand. Purple. Green.
Macrocosmic! Here's your well-deserved keys. Time for the bonus round. Press an arrow key on your keyboard to get started. Shocker! Nice scoring, though. Try to beat your high score next time.
Find all of the pets. Rabbit.
Keep rolling.
Bird. River. Dog.
Your snake is growing longer.
Hamster. 5. Snake. Fish. Cat. Corn. Mouse. Hamster.
Marvelicious! You earned a key. Now it's time for the bonus round. Remember, more marbles equal more points.
Find all of the farm animals. Sheep.
Fantastic! You're doing marvelous!
Horse. Goat.
Keep rolling!
Chicken. Foot. Duck. 2. Rooster. Pig. Goat. Pie. Cow.
Cool! Here we go! Press an arrow key on your keyboard to get started. Game over. Let's play again.
Find all of the toys. Puzzle.
Your snake is growing longer.
Cake.
That's not a marble match.
Doll.
Fantastic! You're doing marvelous.
Block. Cake. Wagon.
Macrocosmic! Here's your well-deserved keys. Time for the bonus round. Remember, more marbles equal more points. Here's your very own Welcome to your treasure room. Feel free to explore.
Check back here to see your work after you've made a poster in the Picture This game. Time to flex your creativity muscles. Stamp letters, words and pictures to make poems, stories, cards or signs for your room. Click and stamp away.
Dear friend, we are so glad that you came to play with us. We can't wait to get your letters. Talk to you soon. Blaster, GC, and Mel.
Remember, roll over all of the words that match the category without losing your marbles.
Find all of the earth things. Rock.
Keep rolling.
Wave.
Your snake is growing longer.
Hill. Forest. Water. Dirt.
Marvelicious! You earned a key. Now it's time for the bonus round. Press an arrow key on your keyboard to get started. but you have 5 keys. Let's go to the Lost and Found and make someone very happy.
Intergalactic! You've unlocked the door to the Lost and Found! Now our mission is almost complete!
There's a list of 5 things that a kid is missing. Find all 5 things on that list, and they'll be returned to their owner, and you'll get to make a new friend.
Click on the name of an item to hear it. Meteoric! You found a lost thing!
Macrocosmic! A lost thing found!
Star out! You found all the missing things! Now let's get them back where they belong.
You sure got a keen eye. Bye for now. Treasure room.
Dear friend, thanks for returning my lost things. Way to go! Your generosity has really helped to make kids everywhere feel great. Here's a riddle for you to share with your friends. How do you know when it's raining cats and dogs? When you step in a poodle! See you later.
Ashley.
Choose a story to read. Click the speaker button.
The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. Many ways to count to 10. Many ways to count to 10. Long ago, when animals could talk, they all lived together with the wise old leopard as their king. The Leopard King had no children and needed someone to help him. After all, he had ruled for many years. So the king made a test, and the drums carried the news. The animal who could pass the test would rule the land. For 3 days, everyone danced and ate and wondered what kind of test the king had made. Finally, on the 3rd day, the king held up his spear. Then he tossed it in the air and waited as it fell back down again. The animal who could count to 10 before the spear came back down again would rule the land. First, Elephant stepped forward and picked up the spear and tossed it high into the air. But Elephant could only count to 5 before the spear hit the ground. The second to try was Lion, who roared and tossed the spear into the air. But Lion could only count to 6 before the spear came back down. The third to try was Monkey. He threw the spear high, high, high into the air. But
He could only count to 8 before the spear hit a tree near the sleepy hippo. Next, Antelope stepped up and took the spear and tossed it in the air. Up and up it went. Before it could fall again, Antelope called out 2 words, 5, 10. Everyone cheered. Antelope had shown that there was more than one way to count to 10. The end. Wombat Stew. One day, in Australia, a dingo dog caught a friendly little wombat and decided to put him in a stew. Dingo Dog howled and barked while he built the fire and filled the pot to make the stew. Poor little wombat just watched. The fire was ready, and Dingo Dog was just about to drop the wombat into the pot. Then someone yelled, "Stop! That's no way to make wombat stew." It was Emu. She explained that wombat stew would be very tasty if she added 3 tickly feathers to the pot. Dingo Dog wanted the stew to be tasty, so Emu pulled 3 feathers from her tail and put them in the pot. 1, 2, 3. Click! Dingo Dog howled and stirred. He was just about to drop the wombat in. Then someone yelled, "Stop! That's no way to make wombat stew." It was Blue-Tongued Lizard. He slid over to the pot and explained that the wombat stew would be delicious if he added some flies to the pot. Dingo Dog wanted the stew to be delicious, so Blue-Tongued Lizard caught 10 flies and dropped them into the pot. Dingo Dog barked and danced, but before he could drop the wombat in, someone yelled, "Stop! That's no way to make wombat stew." It was the Anteater, who was looking for bugs for dinner. Anteater said that the stew would be wonderful if she added bugs and ants to the pot. Dingo Dog wanted the stew to taste wonderful, so Anteater slurped up some ants and dropped them into the pot. Then she threw in some beetle bugs for flavor. Dingo Dog lowered Wombat inch by inch. Wombat was just about to drop when all of the animals yelled, "Stop! You have to taste the stew before you drop the wombat in." So, Emu dipped the spoon into the pot, and Dingo Dog took a great big taste. He howled and fell and rolled on the grass and held his tummy. "Yuck! Wombat stew! Phew!" All of the animals picked up Wombat and danced around the fire. And Dingo Dog never bothered to make wombat stew again. The end. Tante Odette. My Tante Odette loved to cook. Every week she baked cakes and gave them away to her friends. But Tante Odette was not a very good cook, and so her friends found other things to do with her cakes. One day, click the corner. But Tante Odette was not a very good cook, and so her friends found other things to do with her cakes. One day, Tante Odette was just about to put a cake into the oven when she saw 2 eyes staring back at her. Tante Odette slammed the oven door. There was something in the oven, and she knew it was in trouble. What do you think she saw? She ran to her neighbor Alphonse and asked him to help. Of course, he agreed. Alphonse looked inside the oven, and then he slammed it closed. He could not help Tante Odette. What did Alphonse see? Tante Odette and Alphonse ran to Eloise's house to ask her to help. Eloise agreed. Eloise took one look in the oven and held her nose. Did you guess what she found in the oven? A skunk. Soon, all of the neighbors came to help Tante Odette, but nobody knew how to get the skunk out of the oven. Finally, wise old Marielle arrived, and naturally, she had a plan. Marielle opened the oven, leaned inside, and whispered something to the skunk. And to everyone's surprise, the skunk ran out of the oven and back to the forest and its friends. But what had Marielle said to the skunk?
If you stay inside too long, she said, you'll smell just like one of Tante Odette's cakes.
And what could be worse than that? The end.
Choose which level you want, then print yourself a word search puzzle. Star chart.
Check out the progress you're making. Click the print button so you can hang this up on the fridge. A star and a square means you've mastered that level of that game.
Oh, look! Toy train!
You found the lost toy train yard. Make the words you hear by putting the train cars in the correct order in the train.
Make the word cat, cat.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear.
At.
You're going full steam ahead. Great job!
Make the word cap, cap. App. Make the word can, can. An. Make the word cop, cop. Op.
Way to conduct yourself. Here's your well-deserved key. Now, let's play the lightning round. Click the car with the word you hear. See how many points you get before time runs out. Click Blaster, Mel, or myself for extra points.
Can. Cop. Mat. Cap. Cat. Map. Map. Ran. Mop. can. Cop. Cop. Mat. Mat. Cap.
Time's up! Let's play again.
Make the word set. Set.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear.
S. Et.
You're going full steam ahead! Great job!
Make the word hot. 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 Make the word mat. Mat. At. Make the word met. Met. At.
Try again! These sounds aren't part of the word you're making.
Met. Et. At.
Way to conduct yourself! Wow! Here's your key. Let's go! Listen to the word, then click the card that it's written on.
Lit. Lit. Bit. Bit. Bug. 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 Lot. 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 Mat. Mat. Met. Bat. Bat.
Time's up! Let's play again.
Make the word fun. Fun.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear. You're going full steam ahead! Great!
Make the word run. Run.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear.
Make the word tip. Tip.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear. Try again. These sounds aren't part of the word you're making. Click the check mark to see if you found the right cars. Hyper bummer. This is the right answer.
Tip. Make the word rip. Rip. Ip.
Way to conduct yourself. You were on the right track, but you didn't make quite enough words to earn a key or play the lightning round. Try again. Let's play again.
Make the word fun. Fun.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear. You're going full steam ahead. Great job!
Make the word dip. Dip.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear.
Ip. Make the word tip. Tip.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear.
Ip. Make the word fan. Fan. F-an.
Way to conduct yourself. Way to locomotivate. Here's a key for your hard work. Now, let's have some fast-paced fun. Listen to the word, then click the card that it's written on.
Dip. Dip. Run. Run. Tip. Rip. Tan. Tan. Fun. Ran. Fan. Dip. Run. Tip. Rip. Tan.
Meteoric! You just... Hyper bummer! Game over. Great score, though. Let's play again.
Make the word pest. Pest.
Just move the cars to the empty spaces in the train to make the word you hear. You're going full steam ahead. Great job!
Make the word pack. Pack. Pa. Ack. Make the word pick. Pick. Pa. Ick. Make the word best. Best. B-est.
Way to conduct yourself. Cool. Here's your well-deserved key. Now, let's play the lightning round. Listen to the word, then click the card that it's written on.
Bill. Back. Best. 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 Pest. Buck. Buck. Nest. Nest. Pick. Pill. 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 Pack. Puck.
Time's up. Let's play again.
Make the word send. Send. End.
You're going full steam ahead. Great job.
Make the word lump. Lump. Oh. Ump. Make the word land. Land. Oh. And. Make the word sand. Sand. And.
Way to conduct yourself. Wow! Here's your key. Let's go. Listen to the word, then click the card that it's written on.
Sand. Lump. lift, lend, 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 land, land, send.
Great scoring! Now let's head to the Lost and Found. Let's give some more stuff back. Here's what you need to find.
Click on the name of an item to hear it.
To get help, click the question mark next to the item you're looking for. Macrocosmic! A lost thing found!
Interstellar! That's what was missing.
To get help, click the question mark next to the item you're looking for.
Giga, great work! Let's send this stuff back to its rightful owner. You sure can put a smile on someone's face. See you later.
Treasure room! Treasure room!
Dear friend, thanks for returning my lost things. You're great. You worked hard for all the kids in the galaxy, so here's a fun fact for you to share with your class. The number 4 is the only number that has the same number of letters in its name as the number it represents. Yours truly,
Ursula.
One day, Anansi was just about to sit down to dinner when he looked out his window and saw a hungry turtle staring back at him. Greedy Anansi knew that he should invite Turtle to share his food, and he did. But he had a trick in mind. Turtle's mouth was watering as he reached for a tasty mango. But Anansi stopped him cold and told him to wash his hands. Turtle slowly crawled down to the river, washed his hands, and slowly crawled back up the dirt path to Anansi's house. Turtle had just sat down when Anansi hopped up and told him to wash again. Once again, Turtle washed in the river, but this time he was careful to return on the grass. Greedy Anansi had tricked poor Turtle and eaten every bite. As for Turtle, he politely went on his way. But my story goes on. One day, when Anansi the spider was tired and hungry after a long trip, who do you think he saw? That's right, Turtle. Turtle invited Anansi to share his dinner. Now, Turtle's table was underwater. What would Anansi do? He filled his pockets with as many stones as he could find, pulled himself to the pond, and jumped in. Anansi sank down and down and down until he arrived at Turtle's table. Anansi was happy as a clam and ready to eat when Turtle asked him to take his jacket off. Well, it was the polite thing to do. Without thinking, Anansi took off the jacket and began to float up and up and up, right up to the top of the water. No matter how hard he tried, Anansi couldn't get back down to that table filled with food. Well, Anansi the spider learned his lesson that day. So the next time Turtle came Anansi's way, Anansi the spider invited Turtle inside, and this time there were no tricks. The end. 2 of everything. One day, Mr. and Mrs. Chang were working in the fields when they found an old cooking pot. Mr. Chang was very pleased with the pot and began to clean it right away. As he scrubbed, Mr. Chang dropped a sponge into the pot, and when he reached inside, he found 2 sponges exactly the same. Mr. Chang called Mrs. Chang. Then he dropped 2 spoons into the pot and pulled out 4.
Click the corner of the page.
Mr. Chang laughed and shouted. He dropped 3 apples in the pot. Mrs. Chang pulled out 6. Mrs. Chang dropped 5 coins into the pot, and Mr. Chang pulled out 10. Baby Chang was so excited that she dropped her doll into the pot. She was just about to pull it out again when... Baby Chang fell in. Mrs. Chang shrieked and pulled out Baby 1 and Baby 2. Mr. Chang fainted, and then he fell into the pot. And then there were 2 Mr. Changs, 2 Baby Changs, and 1 Mrs. Chang who didn't know what to do. Mrs. Chang thought and thought again, and finally she jumped into the pot, and 2 Mrs. Changs jumped back out. Now there were 2 Chang families that were exactly the same. The 2 families got all of their coins and dropped them into the pot. First, 25 coins went in. And 50 coins came out. Then 50 coins went into the pot, and 100 coins came out. The 2 Chang families were very happy, because 2 Chang families are twice as happy as 1. The end. The magic, it could always be worse. It could always be worse. Once there was a man named Misha who lived in a very small house with a very big family. Poor Misha. All day, everyone complained. It was all too much. So one day, Misha went to ask Jacob, the wisest man in the village, for help. Jacob told Misha to bring his cow into the house. The next day, the family was surprised to see a cow on the bed. Poor Misha. The next morning, he ran back to see Jacob. Next, Jacob told Misha to bring all the chickens into his house. Can you imagine how Misha felt? Grandfather was surprised to see the chickens and all the baby chicks in the kitchen. Misha went to see Jacob again. His problem was worse than ever. So Jacob told Misha to bring his pigs into the house. The family was very surprised to see pigs in their chairs. Poor Misha. His problem was worse than ever. Oh, surely Jacob would have the answer. Jacob told Misha to bring his goats into the house. The family was shocked to see goats in the house. Misha went to see Jacob again. His problem seemed worse than ever. What do you think Jacob told Misha to do? That night, there were no animals in Misha's house, just a very happy family. When Misha saw Jacob the next day, he thanked him for his help. And to this very day there is a saying, when you complain, just remember things could be worse. The end.
Wow! So this is where all my missing socks are! Looks like Blaster needs your help sorting socks! Catch the ones that match the rules you hear! Move Blaster with the right and left arrow keys on your keyboard. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard, not the mouse.
Catch the words that begin with the sound T, as in tap. T, as in tap.
Super here comes the next sorting rule.
Catch the words that begin with the sound f, as in fan, as in fan.
Maybe those should stay lost.
Phew!
Totally turbo! Here comes the last sorting rule.
Catch the words that begin with the sound as in lap, as in lap.
Yes! You won! Here's a key for the champion sorter. I hope Blaster's rested, because I see more socks to sort.
Catch the words that begin with the sound n, as in not, n, as in not.
Phew!
Star out! Okay, here comes the next sorting rule.
Catch the words that begin with the sound as in mess, as in mess.
Phew!
Totally turbo! Here comes the last sorting rule.
Catch the words that begin with the sound s, as in seven, s, as in seven.
Yes! Wow! You're my sort of friend. Get it? You deserve a key. I hope Blaster's rested, because I see more socks to sort.
Catch the words that begin with the sound k, as in kit, k, as in kit.
Phew!
Star out! Okay, here comes the next sorting rule.
Catch the words that begin with the sound as in rot, as in rot. Catch the words that begin with the sound G, as in give. G, as in give.
Yes! Super sock sorting, Sporto! Here's your key. I hope Blaster's rested. That word doesn't have the sound I hear.
Phew!
Star out! Okay, here comes the next sorting rule.
Catch the words that rhyme with the sound app, as in cap. App, as in cap.
Phew!
Totally turbo! Here comes the last sorting rule.
Catch the words that rhyme with the sound an, as in ban. An, as in ban.
Yes! You won! Here's a key for the champion sorter. I hope Blaster's rested, because I see more socks to sort.
Catch the words that rhyme with the sound et, as in pet. Et, as in pet.
Phew!
Star out! Okay, here comes the next sorting rule.
Catch the words that rhyme with the sound ick, as in kick. Ick, as in kick.
Phew!
Totally turbo! Here comes the last sorting rule.
Catch the words that rhyme with the sound it, as in kit. It, as in kit.
Move Blaster with the right and left arrow keys on your keyboard. Yes! Terrific! You've just earned your 5th key. Let's go play a game of Lost and Found.
On your mark, get set, look! Click on the name of an item to hear it. Interstellar! That's what was missing! Meteoric! You found a lost thing!
Stellar job! You're about to make a new friend! What a great friend you are! Come back soon and we'll have a blast! Story.
Dear friend, thanks for returning my lost things. Way to go! You worked hard for all the kids in the galaxy, so here's a fun fact for you to share with your class. Giraffes are the tallest animals on Earth. They can reach 17 feet. Sincerely,
Nelson.
Wombats, the City Mouse, and the Country Stone Soup. Stone Soup. Once there was a town where the people were so selfish that they never shared anything with anyone. Then one day, a stranger came to town and invited everyone to share her special stone soup. Nobody had ever heard of stone soup before. Everyone watched as the stranger dropped the stone into the pot. She stirred and finally said that the soup was ready. She only wished that she had some carrots to make the soup taste even better. Soon, the mayor of the town appeared with 2 carrots from her garden, and she put them in the soup. The mayor tasted the soup and decided it would taste even better if someone added some potatoes. Soon, the fire chief appeared with some potatoes from her garden, and she put them in the soup. The fire chief and mayor tasted the soup. Both agreed that it would be a good idea to add some meat. Soon, the police officer appeared with some meat from his kitchen, and he put it in the soup. The soup smelled so good that everyone wanted to add something to the cooking pot. When the soup was ready, everybody had a bowl. They thanked the stranger for using her magic stone to make such a special dish. Then they did something they had never done. The whole town had a party and danced and sang all night long. And when the stranger left the next day, the villagers invited her to come back and visit them again. The stranger gave her new friends the magic stone, but she had really given them much, much more. The end. The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. It was an important day. Tasso the mouse was going to have a visitor, his cousin from the city. Tasso ran to welcome his cousin, Demi. Everyone in the little village came too. That night, Demi ate the wonderful meal Tasso and his family had prepared. Then he went straight to bed. The next day, Tasso showed Demi everything there was to see in the village. Later, Demi told Tasso all about city life. Tasso decided to see it for himself. The next day, the two cousins left for the city. Tasso was so excited. When the two cousins arrived in the city, Tasso couldn't believe his eyes. The things he saw. Demi opened the door to his big house, and Tasso thought he must be in a king's palace. They sat down to a table full of food. Tasso had never seen such wonderful things. Tasso ate and ate. He had decided that city life was the best life when suddenly he heard a terrible noise. There in the hallway was the biggest, hungriest cat he had ever seen. He and Demi ran as fast as they could to Demi's little room in the wall. Suddenly, life in the city seemed very hard. So the next day, Tasso decided to go back home. What did the cousins learn? Well, Demi knows that city life is the best life for him. As for Tasso, he'll just keep his country home. The end. Trading places. Once there was a village where the children complained about everything their parents did. The children believed things would be better if they were in charge. The children complained so much that finally the parents agreed to trade places with them for one day. The next morning, the children had to wake up very early. Their parents were crying for breakfast. Little Anders tried to make oatmeal for his mother, but she refused to eat a single bite and had chocolate cake instead. After breakfast, the parents skipped off to school, and the children went to work in the village. Hannah's job was mayor of the village. She was surprised to see all the papers on her desk, and there was a room full of angry people waiting to see her. Poor Hannah couldn't read many of the papers. After all, she was only in the first grade. Anders was the banker, and he had problems too. Anders could count very well, but he had trouble adding and subtracting. Police Chief Kristen could read the books at school, but her job seemed very confusing.
Hey, look, it's me! I'm a police chief.
As the day passed, people all over town were very unhappy. The telephones broke, and nobody knew how to fix them. And the only food at the restaurant was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. By the end of the day, the children were so tired that they could hardly talk as they walked home. But when they got home, there was no hot dinner made. There was no snack for them to eat, and the grown-ups were playing in the yard. The children begged the grown-ups of the village to trade places again. So the very next day, the children went back to being children, and the grown-ups went off to do their grown-up jobs. A few weeks later, the parents asked to trade places again. This time, the children just smiled and sent them off to work. The end.
Story Corner.
Oh, wow! Let's make a poster! Picture this!
Picture this! Use these lost stickers to make your very own poster by placing things in their proper place.
Put the small black eyes on GC's face.
Click a sentence to hear it.
Put the big round nose in the center of her face. Put the open mouth with teeth above GC's chin.
You finished the poster! Now you get to name it. Choose the correct title, then click the check button. Click a title to hear it. Click the check button when you've found the right one. Well, shorten my circuits. That's correct. You deserve a key for your excellent comprehension demonstration. Keep decorating your poster if you'd like, then click the Done button.
Put the sleeping eyes on Blaster's face. Put the round yellow nose in the center of Blaster's face. Put the blue mouth above his chin.
You finished the poster! Now you get to name it. Choose the correct title, then click the... That's the perfect title for that picture. Here's your key!
Put the red ball in the green circle. Put the green ball in the blue circle. Put the blue ball in the red circle.
Choose the correct title for your poster.
Round shapes.
Click the check button. Well, shorten my circuits. That's correct. You deserve a key for your excellent comprehension demonstration. Keep decorating your poster if you'd like, then click the Done button.
Put the cat with the red bow in the small circle.
Click a sentence to hear it.
Put the cat with the green bow in the medium circle. Put the cat with the blue bow in the large circle.
Choose the correct title for your poster.
Cats and circles.
That's the perfect title for that picture. Here's your key.
Put the red bow on top of the large present.
Click a sentence to hear it.
Put the yellow bow on the front of the medium present. Put the green bow on the side of the small present.
Choose the correct title for your poster.
Birthday presents.
We'll shorten my circuit. That's correct. I'm honoured to bestow upon you this 5th key. Keep decorating your poster if you'd like. Then press the Done button to play Lost and Found. Let's go find some lost things at the Lost and Found.
Time to make another kid happy. Here's your list. Meteoric! You found a lost thing!
Macrocosmic! A lost thing found!
Anti-gravitational! Get set for one happy reunion!
Thanks for helping! Be sure to check your B-mailbox and find some more lost stuff again soon! Treasure room!
Dear friend, thanks for returning my lost things. Come back and help us again sometime. You worked hard for all the kids in the galaxy, so here's a fun fact for you to share with your class. In 1903, the first car drove across the United States. It took 52 days. Yours truly,
Megan.
Rabbit on the Moon. A long time ago, deep in the forest, lived all kinds of animals. And the kindest one of all was the little rabbit. One day, when the animals were busy gathering food, a poor, tired beggar wandered by and asked each one for food and water. First, he called out to the fox, but the fox was very busy and ran into the forest to hunt. Next, the old man asked the monkey to share one of the mangoes he was gathering. The monkey threw the old man a mango, but he never said a word of greeting. Then the poor man met Rabbit and asked for water. Rabbit disappeared down his rabbit hole. When Rabbit popped up again, he gave the old man all the food he had in his little house. Suddenly, with a whoosh and a roar, the poor, tired beggar changed and became the great and powerful Chakra. Rabbit couldn't believe his eyes. Chakra pulled up a mountain and used it like a pen to draw a picture on the moon. Can you guess what it was? The monkey and the fox wondered what he could be drawing. When they looked up, they saw a picture of Rabbit on the moon. The next time the moon is full, try to find the picture of Rabbit on the moon. And then remember the story of the kindest animal of them all. The end. Three strong women. Once upon a time in Japan, there was a young wrestler named Oyama. He was as strong as a mountain. More than anything, Oyama wanted to win the contest that would prove he was the most important wrestler in Japan. He was sure that nobody could be stronger than he. Then one day, he met the strongest person he had ever seen, and her name was Hana. Oyama had never seen anyone as strong as Hana. He begged her to help him. Hana liked Oyama and agreed to help him. She picked up the big man and carried him all the way to her house. Hana sat Oyama down and let him rest. Oyama felt the ground shake, and soon another strong woman came up the hill. It was Hana's mother. She was so strong that she could carry the family cow and sing as she walked. Oyama decided that this must be the strongest person in the world. He had never seen anyone carry a cow before. But when Oyama met Hana's grandmother, he was even more surprised. The old woman picked him up and tossed him as if he were a baby. The three women decided to help Oyama become the strongest wrestler in Japan. Every day, Oyama worked with Hana and her mother. Every day, he grew stronger. And at night, Grandma taught him to wrestle. Finally, one day Oyama was able to win a wrestling contest with Grandmother. Everyone was delighted.
Something doesn't seem right about him having his grandmother in a chokehold. But okay.
Oyama was ready for the wrestling contest. He said goodbye to the three strong friends. At the contest, Oyama was so strong that the other wrestlers were afraid. Oyama was declared the winner. Oyama ran home to his three strong friends to share the prize he had won. When he saw them, he promised never to leave again. Now, when you visit Japan, you may feel the earth shake. Don't worry. It's only Oyama and Grandmother wrestling at the end of the day. The end. Three strong women. The first astronaut. All of the birds were practicing their songs for the fiesta on the moon. The doves and the robins sang a tune, but when the crow, Señor Cuervo, sang, everyone held their ears. Finally, the owl asked Señor Cuervo to practice by the river, away from the other birds. Every day, while Señor Cuervo practiced his songs, the frog, Señor Sapo, watched and listened. The day for the fiesta drew nearer, and Señor Sapo wanted to go to the moon with the birds and sing. Señor Sapo croaked a tune and hopped a little dance to prove that he could sing at the fiesta on the moon. This made Señor Cuervo laugh so hard that tears filled his eyes and he could hardly see. While the crow wasn't looking, Senor Sapo hopped into the guitar and waited for his trip to the moon. The minute that Senor Cuervo got to the fiesta, he took out his guitar and started to play and sing. When Senor Sapo heard the guitar, he felt so happy that he hopped out and began to sing too. All of the birds loved the frog's song. He was a hit. But Senor Cuervo was not happy at all. When the fiesta was over and it was time to go home, the frog crawled into Senor Cuervo's guitar and went to sleep. Senor Sapo dreamed of clouds and stars and planets far away, and then he woke from his dreams. And he was falling from the crow's guitar and falling back to earth. What a long way he traveled. What a loud song he sang. The first astronaut to go to the moon and back again. And where is the frog today? Senor Sapo is still hopping, reaching for the moon. The end.
Let's go play balloon blowout! So this is where all the balloons end up when you let go of their strings. Cosmic! Rearrange the balloons to spell the words you hear.
Fat. Fat.
Stellar job!
Map. Map.
Now don't get a swelled head, but you're on your way to earning a key.
Cap. Cap. Puh.
Unbelievable unscrambling!
Tap. Tap. Mop. Mop.
Way to go! Interstellar, dude! Here's your key. Now, let's play a game of blowout.
All right, time to pop! You popped an extra turn balloon! play again.
Bug. Bug. B.
Press the check. Unbelievable unscrambling!
Hot. Hot.
Now don't get a swelled head, but you're on your way to earning a key.
Set. Set.
Way to go!
Bat. Bat. Sat. Sat.
Stellar job! Interstellar, dude! Here's your key. Now, let's play a game of blowout.
All right, time to pop. Use the right and left arrow keys on the keyboard to move Blaster and GC. Let's play again.
Clap. Clap.
Press. Way to go!
Crop. Crop.
Now don't get a swelled head, but you're on your way to earning a key.
Clip. Clip. Eh. Eh.
Stellar job!
Plan. Plan. Pa. Slap. Slap. S. S. Oh.
Unbelievable unscrambling! Interstellar, dude! Here's your key. Now, let's play a game of blowout.
All right, time to pop. Use the right and left arrow keys on the keyboard to move Blaster and GC. Let's play again.
Drag. Drag.
Press the check button to check your work. Stellar job!
Grab. Grab.
Now don't get a swelled head, but you're on your way to earning a key.
Plot. Plot.
Oh. Unbelievable unscrambling!
Plug. Plug. Pa. Oh. Crab. Crab. K.
Interstellar, dude! Here's your key. Now, let's play a game of blowout.
All right, time to pop! Use the right and left arrow keys on the keyboard to move blaster and GC. Use the right and left arrow keys on the keyboard to move blaster and GC. Let's play again.
Land. Land.
Click and drag a balloon to its correct place in the word.
Ah. Mm.
Unbelievable unscrambling!
Camp. Camp. Ah. Mm.
Now don't get a swelled head, but you're on your way to earning a key.
Dump. Dump. D. Mm.
Way to go!
Nest. Nest. Mm. Eh. S. S. Lift. Eh. Oh.
Stellar job! You're exploding! Here's a key, and here comes a game of blowout.
All right, time to pop! Use the right and left arrow keys on the keyboard to move. That was some of the finest popping I've ever seen. Now let's take those 5 keys and go find some lost things.
Let's give some more stuff back. Here's what you need to find.
Fork.
Macrocosmic! A lost thing found!
Interstellar! That's what was missing. Star out! You found all the missing things. Now let's get them back where they belong.
Story Corner.
Dear friend, thanks for returning my lost things. Excellent work. You deserve to have some fun, so here's a tongue twister for you. Try to say it 3 times fast. A fine field of wheat. A field of fine wheat. Catch you later.
Steve.
Why the sky is far from the ground. Why the sky is far from the ground. A long time ago, the sky was very close to the ground. People could reach right up and touch it. In fact, people could eat the sky. It tasted good and the sky didn't mind at all. Everything was fine for a long, long time, until one day, the sky noticed that people were taking more than they needed. Sometimes they forgot to say please, or thank you, or even how do you do before they took a piece to eat. Finally, the sky spoke up and told the people to be more careful about how they used him. From that moment on, people were very careful with the sky, and with everything growing below the sky, too. Everything would have been just fine, except for Old Yellow Dog, the greediest dog around. Old Yellow Dog never listened to anybody and always took too much of everything. One evening, when everybody was relaxing, Old Yellow Dog jumped up and grabbed a big piece of the sky. And guess what he did? He sniffed it and scratched it and licked it, and then that Old Yellow Dog just walked away. The sky got so mad that he pulled himself up and moved far away from the people and refused to come back down. So now, people look up at the sky and only dream of how it would be if the sky were so close to the ground that they could touch it. The end. The Coyote and the Star. Listen, and I'll tell you a story about Coyote and why he howls at the night sky. Coyote spent his days roaming the red canyons of his desert home, visiting with his friends. At night, Coyote and his friends looked at the stars and dreamed. One night, he saw the most beautiful star he had ever seen, and right then and there, Coyote fell in love. Coyote was so in love that every night he traveled farther from his home to be closer to the star. Until one night, Coyote was so close to the star that he could reach up and touch her. And he did. Coyote reached up. The star reached down and pulled him into the sky. Coyote and the star whirled and danced and laughed and talked. Then Coyote looked down, and he saw how far away he was from the Red Canyon. and he began to cry. He begged the star to return him to Earth. The star loved Coyote so much that she gave him his wish. But as soon as Coyote touched the ground, he began to miss the star. And now, every evening, Coyote calls to his star. How he misses her. The end. The Magic Tortilla. Everyone loved to eat the tortillas that Felicia made every morning. One morning, Felicia put the last tortilla on a plate when a strange thing happened. The tortilla jumped to the floor and rolled out the door. The tortilla rolled down the street and rolled to Mr. Sanchez's bakery. Mr. Sanchez tried to stop the tortilla and put it in his apron, but he couldn't stop it. So Mr. Sanchez, Felicia, her brothers and sisters all chased the tortilla as it rolled to the post office. Mrs. Hernandez tried to stop the tortilla and put it in her mail bag, but the tortilla was too fast. And soon, Mrs. Hernandez, Mr. Sanchez, Felicia, and her brothers and sisters were all chasing the tortilla. And it rolled and rolled to the playground where Manny and his friends were playing. Manny tried to stop the tortilla. It smelled so good, but that tortilla was rolling too fast. Can you guess what happened next? The tortilla rolled down the street until it came to a crosswalk where it met Mr. Cantor and his cat, Buster. The tortilla rolled right through the crosswalk, and Mr. Cantor couldn't stop it. Mr. Cantor couldn't leave the crosswalk to chase the tortilla, but Buster could, and he did. The tortilla rolled to a park where Big Sam was sleeping. It was rolling so fast that it couldn't stop. The tortilla rolled right into Big Sam's mouth, and he didn't even wake up. Felicia and her friends just stopped and stared. Well, what would you have done? The end.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed Reading Blaster. We got all the keys, did all the activities, and read all the stories. Please give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite minigame was, or maybe a favorite story that we read together. I really like the one where I'm a police person. I'm just being silly. But yeah, subscribe so you don't miss out on my future
Whenever
nostalgic
you're done,
gameplays.
click the return button on the
Don't
toolbar
forget
to
the
go back to
playlist
the main
in the
screen.
description box to see the other Blaster games on the channel. Remember, you are special and you're loved and you're never alone. You're always welcome to come back and hang out anytime. Until the next video, God bless. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye, everyone.